Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can tell from the title, in this gameplay we are gonna watch how in this gameplay I'm gonna tell you guys how to win more duo games with your friend. So obviously we obviously we strategize. We plan out the game. We do everything that we need to do to win. As you can tell right here, I hope that nobody breaks my buildings because, gotta practice the edits before you get into the game. So yeah, as you can see right here, I'm practicing my edits. My teammate tries to break my stair, but we get onto the bus before he's able to break the stair. I tell him to land at the block, because I want to see if we can get the golden chest. I imagine that a decent amount of people are gonna land there, since it's one of the first drops. So yeah, we land over there. As you can see, I pull out my glider right here. I look for where to land. I see that there's a chest on the llama head. I land there. Out of the chest, I get a gray AR and 5 bandages, as you can see right here. So yeah. So I got a gray AR and 5 bandages. I think that I'm gonna take 4 damage right here. So I take those shadow bombs. I take this ammo crate. I see a blue revolver. I take the ammo from it. Somebody tries landing on me and killing me with it, but I kill them, as you can see right here in the gameplay. I knock him. I don't finish him fully until later in the video. I pickaxe him twice. I pickaxe him 3 times. I didn't finish him fully because I would have taken the risk of his teammate coming to get his reboot, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get his teammate to come over here. I missed the shot right there. So then what I do is I miss another shot, finish him. I hear somebody. He hits me with a flint for 90. But I get him with an AR. That was the teammate of the other guy, and I tell my teammate not to worry because I have bandages. He marks me a Storm Scout sniper, and then marks minis, and then marks me a campfire. So basically, he's helping me. So I take the Storm Scout sniper, start hitting the bandages right there. It takes me up all the bandages. It took me up all the bandages to get to 75 HP. So yeah. I see that my visualized sound effects is telling me that there's somebody with a baller, so I obviously warn my teammate about it. I hear people shooting, and visualized sound effects tell me where they are. I go to my teammates because he marked the campfire, and I go to him so I can use it. I box myself up. I put a roof above me, light the campfire, and then I drop the revolver because I'm not gonna need it. Because as you guys can tell from the first clips, I am a good player with the AR. I don't need anything else but the AR for close range. So yeah, I tell my teammate to push when I get to 100 health. And yeah, he says that he goes to the people. I loot. He says that they have shotguns, so I tell him to make it a far range fight. Then he takes them on. So I just keep on looting because I know that he's gonna win. I find minis. I open this ammo box. When I get to the building right next to me right there that I'm looking at right now, that's when I drink the minis. I don't drink them yet because I might find a big pot in the next chest. Spoiler, I don't. So yeah, I wait until I come into this house. I break in. He marks me a purple combat, which we only won because I had a combat, by the way. He tells me that he has a pump and doesn't want the combat, and I find a pump as he's saying that, so it's funny, and I'm laughing. I start using the minis, and yeah, I walk through that. So yeah, I take the ammo from this drum shotgun, take the ammo from that, and then I go back to get the shotgun. So yeah, you guys can tell my loot is not that good right now, but later in the game it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good loot. But right now it's not that good loot. But later it's gonna be good loot. Trust me. So yeah, I talk to my teammate about some stuff. I tell him where the next circle is gonna be. I tell him that we're in the next circle. So I drop him the sniper so that he can see it for himself. He looks at it and he's like, "Holy crap, we are." So yeah, then he drops it back. gives it to me. I tell him to stay at the block. So then we stay at the block. Like we loot. I dropped him one shadow bomb. He dropped his glider redeploys, but I do not want. But I said I don't want the glider redeploys. I almost said shadow redeploys. So yeah. Then we looted over here. I used the campfire because you don't want your opponents using the campfire when they're low, because then that'll just give your opponent an advantage. So I like the campfire so that nobody else can use it. My teammate asked me if they can see him when he's inside that purple bush at the block, because he has a purple skin. They won't see him if they walk straight like that. But like if they're sweaty, they won't just walk straight like that. But like I tell him I tell him to go back into the bush while I go over here. I tell him that if they're coming from this angle, they won't be able to see him unless they look on the other side of the bush. Yeah, and then he says, "Oh, so I'm getting out of here because this is a bad hiding spot." So I get the match from this tree, I guess, that fell. I go up the stairs. I tell my teammate that I have a launch pad. I look at the golden chest right there, and then I ask my teammate if he got it. He says that he had a golden bolt out of it, which is the gun that he wanted out of it. So yeah, then he says that then he finds chug splashes inside of a prison cell. So he said break them out. So I'm like, break what out? And then he shows me, and I'm like, okay, we need that anyways. So yeah, basically what I do is I help him break it. I think that there's enemies over there, but when he marks it, but there's not. So yeah. Yeah, come on. So like I see that it has 800 health, so I ask my teammate to help me, and we get it, and I take the chug splashes and we use them, as you can see in the background of the game, and as you can see in the background or the gameplay, whatever you want to call it. So I'm holding up my Storm Scout. I edit back into the box so I can pick up my revolver. And the reason is because now I actually have something that I needed for backup with. You guys might be like, you don't need anything to back up a combat. I don't care what you say. Always have something to back up any shotgun, even the drum shotgun. Cause like, let's say that you like get them really low with the shotgun, and then you're reloading, and then like they get you low. So like you knock them and then their teammate kills you. You always want to have that backup weapon so that you can just pop them when they're low. You get it? So like let's say I like hit a lot of shots with the combat and I don't finish them. Like let's say I hit all the shots with the combat but they're all body shots. So he has full health. What I should do is I use all the shots, I get him low, and then use the revolver to one tap him and kill him. So yeah. I tell my teammate like to like loot. I tell him where the next circle is gonna be. I go to get this loot. I see a blue vending machine. He says that he calls it, but I said that I call it at the same time. So, yeah. So I said whoever gets to it first. I told him that it was a semi-auto, a grenade launcher, and a campfire. So he said to get him the campfire, which is obviously what I did. I ran back to get the ammo from that tack on the floor, and then the ammo box. Oh wait, there is no ammo box. There's a ammo box over here. So I saw that the block said made by Prudis, and I tell my teammate that that's the same guy that made Beach So he asked me where the next circle is gonna be, and I tell him that I'm not gonna tell him that until he gives me the sniper back. So he drops it. And obviously I tell him where it's going to be, because I told him that all he needs to do is drop it, and then I'll tell him where it is. So yeah guys, if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. So yeah, you guys can like watch the gameplay. I'll be right back. I'm going to go do something. From the lava if you're a shadow bomb, and you don't. If you did, I would have been so pissed. I have a launch pad, but I'm not gonna waste it yet. Oh wait, try going to the supply drop first. Try going to the supply drop first. Bro, we've literally camped at the block all game. Oh, there's a purple revolver here. I already have one of the same color and the same virginity. I already have one of the same color and the same virginity. Golden vending machine, I call it. Grenade launcher. Golden combat mine. Yes! I don't care because I have 48. I'm not. Look, we're already in the circle. We're already in the next circle. Right here is in the next circle. Wow, why did you go back to use the launch pad? Oh, blue suppressed SMG. I hate my life. Oh, chug splashes. I need it for the 2 shield. Wait, don't worry, because I have 5 minis. I have 2 chugs. Wait, what should I carry? The 2 chug splashes or the 5 minis? Thank you. Now we're stacked on heals, like bruh. Yeah, we're in the next circle. The next circle is right here inside of this building. So like all we need to do is go inside of that building and we're good. When I started balling, I was young. Hey guys, I am back, and as you can see, at this point, I already got the golden vending machine. I'm looting over here. I think somebody else is here. I stopped moving to see if somebody else is there. My teammate steals the shotgun ammo, so then I take this ammo crate. I notice that there's a chest above the things, so I go for it, and then I get the same loot as from the last chest that I opened, a green drum gun, and then chug splashes. So yeah, he picks up the chug splashes. Then I ask him if he wants to camp on the side of the map. He says yeah. So yeah, yes. As you can see in the gameplay, we are going to the side of the map. I ask him, he says, sure. And yeah, basically. Yeah, so right there. I tell him to build. Okay, I'll go with you. Yeah, I tell him that I'm gonna go with him. So he builds a wall. I tell him that I'm gonna edit the floor, and I tell him which one I'm gonna edit, and then he starts building. So he backs up, places a building. So yeah, then I obviously follow him, and I tell him to break the build so that they can't see where we are. But he says no, just leave them. So I did what he said, so that we could probably have like an advantage. And then I realized that we can shoot people through that crack. So like it's broken, but then I realized that we're not in the next circle anymore. So then I tell him that we're not in the circle, and then he gets mad because he says, really, I wasted all my mats for nothing. So I tell him that I'm gonna build because I don't want to waste his mats anymore. He says, I told him how much mats I have because he doesn't have that much. He asked me for some wood, and I gave him some wood while we're going up the hill. So yeah. If you guys hear like talking in the background of the gameplay, then that's me talking to him about like strategies and how to win. So yeah, as you can see here, I start farming. So yeah. So we look. So yeah, I look where the next circle is. I tell him where it's gonna be. I go for that chest up there. I start building, as you can see. I get the chest. It's the same loot that I got at the beginning of the game. 5 bandages and a gray AR. At this point, you can see that there's only 13 players left. But I don't focus on that. I focus on how to win. So yeah, what we do is that we go to the edge of the map, and then we box up. So yeah, sorry, the recording cut out, so I had to start again. So yeah, as I was saying, I start farming mats again, and yeah, cause I need mats if I'm gonna box up, and yeah, I take that mushroom so I can be at 100, and then I keep on farming. I farm this tree, and then I tell my friend to box up with me. So yeah. I only have 2 kills and there's 12 players left. I make the first box. I accidentally placed a pyramid over the other box. So I tell him to make another box over on the other side. So that's what he does, because let's say that we need to rotate, we could just go into that box if we can, if it's in the circle. And yeah, I told him that I have a trap, and I tell him how many people there are left, aka 9. I focus on how much time the storm has left, and I look at where the next circle is, and I tell him where it is. I accidentally shoot right here. Yeah. So yeah, I edit. I tell him that it's up there on the hill, and then I tell him where the moving circle is gonna be. Yeah, I move, and then I tell him where it's gonna be, and yeah. So right here, right here, I told him that I see people. He says don't shoot them, but I quietly go to them to see where the next circle is gonna be. I box up with him. I wait for him to come over here, and then they see us. So I shoot. I mean, I don't shoot, but like I box up. They think that I'm still inside the box, so they shoot at the box, and I hit them with a combat for 38 damage. I think that was. I guess I get lasered from the back. My teammate kills him. I see the other guy's teammate coming. I tell my teammate that I tagged him for 30 something, and I tell my teammate that he can kill them. Yeah, he got them right there, and then he revived me. Cause that's how we won. If he hadn't revived me, we wouldn't have won. So yeah, he revived me, and he was under the pressure of the storm. So yeah, he revived me. I told him that I had minis. So he said he has chug splashes, but we use a campfire since we're right here in the circle. We hear people with heavy sniper. I get scared because obviously, who wouldn't get scared by the sound of a heavy sniper? He places the campfire without me. I come in. I told him to use the chug splashes. He says to wait until it gets to 100, but then I tell him no, wait until the campfire finishes. So he says okay. Then the campfire gets heavy snipe while he's drinking the minis. So then we're not allowed to. So then we can't get the chug splashes, which means I can't get to full health and full shields. So yeah, as you guys can see, I pick up the minis that are over here. We hear the people rushing. We both hide over here. So yeah, as you guys can see, there's only 7 people left in this game. We're camping so that we win the game, because like obviously that's what the main goal is. I realize that I can't get in, so obviously what I do is I just go around the side, alternate direction, and yeah, we see a box over here as in the one we made. So yeah, we go into it, we hop in, and then he places a roof and uses the chug splashes. And yeah, right then I got to 194 HP, which is one of the reasons why we won the game. So there was 3 people left. So we hear a guy coming up to us with a baller, because Visualize Sound Effects told us, and he tells me that it's a solo. So then I'm like, don't kill him. The guy, not right now, but like later in the video, like not that far, right here. Look, oh, not right here, but like, yeah, right here. You guys can see the icon of the baller. So he tells me that it's a solo player, and I'm like, don't fight him. He probably doesn't notice we're here, so we don't switch weapons. So obviously the guy tries to take our wall, so I switch out to the combat, I think. Nope, I just hold the wall. Yeah, I switch to the combat, hold the wall. He continues to his baller again and starts going out. We hear somebody heavy snipe, and we think that it's we assume that it was the guy in a baller getting heavy sniped, that they were trying to break the baller. So yeah, I tell him that if we had killed that guy, it would have been a 2v2, but we didn't, thank God, because then they would have known where we are. So yeah, we hear shooting, and yeah, right here, I tell him where the next circle is going to be, because I look at the storm scout, and it tells me where the next circle is going to be. I hear supply drop land, and I tell him to use it as bait. I see that I don't hear anybody near us, I tell him where the next circle is gonna be. I tell him where the moving. I tell him that it's gonna be a moving circle, and I tell him where it's gonna be. So yeah, yeah. So I give him my storm scope so I can see where the next circle is gonna be. So he picks it up, looks at it, and then drops it back. So yeah, we hear somebody heavy snipe, and we get so scared. We ask each other, will we win? Yeah, yeah. So as you can see, I have a golden combat. We see a guy up on the hill, right there. I take some storm damage, because I didn't notice that storm was there. Yeah, so I take the storm damage and go to the launch pad. I shouldn't have, because then I got knocked, but we still won the game. So right here, it's us versus that guy, because my teammate got the other guy. So it's us versus one more guy. We both try to knock him down, but we can't. So like, he falls down. We thought he died, but he didn't. So he tries blocking me off in storm, and I actually get knocked at one point. Look, right here. Not right here. This is where I get knocked. So yeah, I break out. I break out with a little bit of HP. He blocks me into the storm again. I had 30 HP, so then I get knocked, and I tell my teammate that he can win this, and now here he wins this, and then I get back up. So yeah, basically that's how we win. I went back to my teammate and started doing the winning emote, as you can see from the gameplay, and yeah, that is the commentary on how to win games. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and until next time, bye guys. It's all because I had the storm scout. It's all because I had the storm scout. And now you have to play less with Noah than you normally do. And you said that now I'm your new duo partner. Look behind you, I'm doing the World Cup emote, like the one where I'm doing Kiss the Cup. Yeah, I'm doing Kiss the Cup.